On your website, you mentioned that you embarked on this costume therapy career journey starting in 2021. You had also mentioned that all this evolved from your own experiential journey into personal healing through this method. Can you tell us a little bit more about some Eureka moment you had during your own self-discovery and why you chose this particular career path?
Yeah, well, Teresa, it's actually it's an interesting story, and I will keep it as short as possible here. But essentially what happened for me was my period, I would say it was over a decade, it was through my 20s and just into my early 30s. I was going through my own kind of like healing crisis in a way. So I was dealing with a few different personal challenges and around identity, around gender, around sexuality, around coming out of a religious community that I was no longer involved in. And I found myself in my 20s kind of feeling completely lost. I didn't know who I was anymore. And through this process as a performance artist, I started kind of exploring possibilities for myself through my performances. So I was doing drag, and I was doing celebrity impersonations, and I was creating characters and kind of trying them on, going with a kind of like a curiosity. Does this feel like me? Is this me? Because it felt like I was starting from scratch in my 20s. Who am I now when I'm not, all of these things that I thought I was? So it wasn't until about 4 or 5 years ago now, I was discovering all of these amazing alternative healing methodologies, and healing was starting to become much more important than art to me. And so my journey through this healing crisis, coming out on the other side, really feeling like I wanted to guide people and help people also come through the other side. But I still wasn't connecting how my art, how my costumes, how my performance actually could work with my desire to help people heal themselves. And it wasn't until I think my third studio, where I was making and selling costumes as a way to make money, and having clients coming in, having an amazing time with me, trying stuff on, dancing, getting dressed up, playing, and then leaving without buying anything. So I was asking myself, what am I doing wrong? People are coming, they're giving me great feedback, but they're not purchasing anything. What am I doing wrong? My third studio. And this was the Eureka moment. This was the big Eureka moment, was they're not coming to buy costumes. They're coming to play. They're coming to try them on. They're coming for that opportunity to be someone else just for a period of time. And that experience was what was bringing the people to me. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my goddess, the healing and the costumes live together. What if it was costume therapy? And this was in 2021. And I've just been using all my past experiences, all those years of my own personal chaos and healing as my research tool, essentially. And then, the rest is history, and the rest is the future.